All right, you guys. Are we ready for this collective protocol? Let me go ahead and cleanse the space for y'all as you guys come in. All right. So let's see what your messages are. You guys have heard crows. Even if you haven't seen them, but you've heard them around you in your energy, you may have some messages here. All right. Let's see what comes up for you guys. And what are the messages? Oh, angel number 111. All right, let's see. Saw a glimpse of angel number 122 as well. Okay, so you guys could be seeing angel numbers. Pay attention to that. Make sure that you're keeping notes of your angel numbers. Okay. Confirmation. Angel number 144. All right. What do they need to know? Okay. Oh. The mountain. So I said a mountain. What do they need to know? The tree. Okay, so you have the mountain, you have the tree together. There could have been some obstacles or challenges in regards to like the mirroring of energy with like your vital health, your vitality, someone else's health and your health, healthy choices, angel number 222, okay? There could have been delays in terms of your spiritual, what is that called? Your spiritual transformation or your spiritual healing journey. All right. What else do I need to know? What is the protocol? Okay, there we go. We have the ship and the man, the gentleman. All right. You could have made a decision, or this person could have made a decision. Then there were some changes that came along in terms of the progress with this particular masculine energy. All right. There could have been delays in, let's say, like some sort of spiritual transformation because of this person, or vice versa. Take the messages how it applies. All right. Let's just put it right here. There we go. What else do I need to know? What else do I need to know? Angel number 333 could be significant as well. Well, we have the writer here. There is some sort of information. This could be like communication coming in. This can be a visitor. This also can be some form of news coming in. All right. And we have the child here. It could be news about a child. Doesn't have to be. It could be news about, it could be news that triggers your inner child. Okay. Let's see. Double confirmation on like some sort of news or communication coming in. Definitely. Clarify the mountain. Angel number 422, which equates to 44. We have the clouds here. So you were confused in regards to some sort of stagnant energy, or why things like were not working in your favor. You could have had some setbacks or delays. You should definitely check out this other reading, angel number 444. Yeah, this other reading that I did in regards to what was causing the setbacks and the delays for you. That message may definitely resonate for you. I'm gonna make sure that I put like a little time thing, like either here or here, like wherever it is. Okay. It might be over here, actually, right here. I'm going to pin it right here. So that way you guys can watch that video too. All right. So what was causing the setbacks and delays may resonate for you guys. What's going on here? Think of that tree energy. That's so funny because what's clacking is my tree of life charm, which like I just started wearing it again like these past couple days. But it kept clanking on the table. So you guys may have a tree of life something, whether it's a bracelet or a necklace or something like that. Let's talk about like your health, right? This could be your spiritual health, this could be your mental health, this could be your family situation, the health of your family. Okay, we have the stork here. There's changes, new changes, angel 555 on the clock. Okay, yeah, changes in regards to the transformation, your spiritual transformation, so that way you will have progress. Yeah, there were some sort of things that you weren't seeing in regards to how to get out of some sort of funk or energy that definitely had you anchored there. Like, think about a ship and how, you know, you throw down the anchor and the ship can't move, right? So if something wasn't allowing you to move, okay? You were anchored in some sort of stagnant energy for some time, and your spiritual health was affected, your spiritual journey was affected, your spiritual transformation was affected, perhaps your family dynamics were affected, and even like issues in terms of like you had annoyances come up a lot and often. All right, definitely a lot of like the number 7 is a very spiritual number, spiritual alignment, spirit, like there was stagnation in terms of all of those things, okay? But then now there's new changes that you're not expecting, okay? Clarify the ship. Clarify the ship, please. Okay, yeah, the snake. Ooh. So forward movement in terms of like navigating out a situation that you've dealt with in terms of the snake. Again, the number 7 is here. So spiritually, you could have dealt with a snake type of energy or frequency with a person or something attached to a person, okay? And it was definitely affecting you, because the shift is also here in terms of this masculine. So the progress, the movement forward in regards to a connection with a masculine energy is also present. The moving forward in terms of your self-assured energy, your confidence, your spunk, your sass, your own spiritual defenses, your own spiritual confidence, your spiritual intuition, okay, was all affected because of that snake energy. Clarify the gentleman. Clarify the gentleman, please. Oh, thank you. All right, we have the cross. All right, the cross right over top of this gentleman. Perhaps you were praying for something to progress in regards to a gentleman. All right, a masculine energy, a masculine in your energy, or vice versa. Okay, you were praying for something to come to fruition, or you're praying for something to come to pass. With the 10 of spades here, it's giving the energy of like not having energy, right? And not seeing clearly why there was no energy there, why there was no forward movement, right? And there's that anchor energy, right? Something was anchored in terms of this masculine energy. Incoming with the rider again. Yes, that's the third confirmation that there is some sort of message coming through, whether it be a spiritual message, a spiritual download from your spiritual team, or perhaps an actual tangible communication like a letter, an email, or something through your cell phone that will give you some sort of insight and clarity, okay? Clarify the writer. Clarify the writer. All right, we have the fox. So the way this is going to come to you, another thing that I heard, there could be some sort of communication in terms of a company, organization through work, okay? So you may get some sort of insight in terms of what's going on with job things or your career, okay? There's an insight in terms of that, or some sort of communication that's coming in regards to that. But I also see that someone's trying to strategize because it did come out sideways on the cross. So someone's trying to strategize on how to come back, but your prayers are protecting you from this person to return, okay? And then we have the whip here. The cracking of the whip. Angel number 11, okay? And that's clarifying the child. So it's almost like someone was being childish and now someone's getting hurt in regards to a situation, right? Um, I want to see what else comes out here for you guys to just get a little bit deeper. Now just take what resonates here and leave the rest for the next person. Let's get into the cloud situation. So when we have the clouds and the stork. So the clouds and the stork represents a risky move, a man that is changing. Okay. We do want to talk about like how there was like some sort of stagnation or setbacks or delays, correct? And to do so, let's see what's going on with the mountain and the tree. In regards to the mountain and the tree, I'm seeing health problems could have arisen. Lingering illnesses could have stayed. These are all signifiers of what could have been occurring. Moving forward to the snake and the cross, right? Now, when we start talking about snake energy, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, right? Now, with this cross energy, I do feel like this has something to do with a woman being burdened. All right. There could have been some sort of abuse. And that's why, someone had to get either away from this masculine energy or vice versa. All right. Then with the ship here, now we're talking about the situation with this masculine, like describing what type of masculine this is, right? This could be someone that can travel towards you, all right? They could be at a distance. Sometimes the ship and the man does talk about like a foreigner, so not from your state, not from your city, not from like let's say your country. Okay, it just really depends. This is someone that works a lot, or they work and they travel. They have a travel industry. So whatever, like wherever they have to go, they definitely got to get in the car and go somewhere, okay, to travel. And when we go here into this fox energy, especially with that whip, when we're talking about the fox, I did talk about like the different types of issues that could arise there. But the fox and the whip does talk about problems that were caused by dishonesty. All right. Someone could be trying to get a personal trainer, or there's a message here in regards to you should invest in a personal trainer, my love. All right. If you were really thinking about that, that's your confirmation. But besides that, if you had issues like with employment or employee things, like meaning things at work, coworkers and stuff like that, maybe a violent employee or something of that sort, you need to protect yourself, especially if like someone try to threaten you for whatever reason, or just comes off very aggressive. All right, this is like macro aggressive versus micro aggressive. And then with the writer and the child, I'm going to tell you guys, and I'll tell you this real quick, that can be a birth announcement. Okay. For some people, it could be a young boy, all right, a baby boy that is born, or someone is pregnant and they're going to have a boy, all right. That's just a pregnancy announcement. Pregnancy announcement can mean someone's announcing, hey, we're pregnant, we're expecting, or it could be, hey, we already had the baby, come to the hospital, or come to the welcoming of the baby in, party, right? What else am I seeing here? I'm gonna be honest with you, after all these setbacks, there's news in regards to a new start for you. That's what I'm saying. There's news in regards to a new start for you. All right. I want to get some more insight here. No, actually, I guess I'll keep it. All right, no problem. No problem. All right, clarify the clouds. Clarify the clouds. The fish. There could have been setbacks in regards to your clarity or ideas, your mindset in regards to finances, in regards to your career, okay? In regards to financial circumstances or your financial situations, all right? Financial partnerships, all right? That's definitely coming out here, but that was for a reason. Now, I did see something in regards to a masculine energy there too. But we're going to leave it at that, okay? Clarify the storks. It's the light-skinned masculine is what I heard. Okay. Clarify the storks. There is a transformation here in regards to health, and we have the lady. So yeah, if you've been stressed out, okay, 1515 equates to 66. So there is going to be some changes here for you. All right. And they're going to be good. All right. If you're this feminine energy and you know that you're sexually active and that you may have not protected yourself the way you should have, maybe this birth announcement has something to do with you, okay? Especially with the child underneath the deck. And then we have the crossroads for the snake. All right. Yeah, this is a snake energy that crossed your path, or that you crossed their path, okay? And it was hard for things to blossom, is what I heard. Okay. Clarify the cross. Clarify the cross. What's going on here with the cross? Thank you. Yeah, we have the clover here. So you prayed a lot in regards to your friendship dynamics, in terms of like calling forth people that were reliable, loyal, dependable, true friends, soulmate, soul tribe energy. Okay. You were praying for good luck. All right. Another confirmation. All right. For some of you guys, you were praying for an animal. All right. An animal of yours or a pet or something like that. Clarify the fox. We have the locket here. So there's some sort of strategy. Someone's taking some sort of strategy in regards to like someone likes you at work, is what I heard. Someone likes you at work, like on a romantic level, and they're trying to strategize how to balance work and play. Clarify the whip. Clarify the whip. Ooh. All right, we have the house. Okay, there could have been issues in regarding to house dynamics. This could be your household. This could be household things, all right? This could be arguments about the house or arguments pertaining to household situations. And we have the star here, all right? I will say that when we talk about like the clouds, the confusion, there we go, the confusion in regards to the setbacks and stuff like that, when we're reflecting on the fish energy, this talks about uncertainty about finances. This talks about debt. This talks about like when we're talking about the delays, right? Or the setbacks, right? And this is like, where is this coming from? Where is all this debt coming from? I'm just getting hit left and right and just becoming very uncertain about the circumstances. Again, with the stork energy and the lady, right? You'll put yourself wherever you're at. So you could be the gentleman or you could be the lady, right? It just depends on your situation. So put your energy where it belongs. Okay. Now, when it comes to this lady and this stork energy, right? It's really giving like you could have been facing some changes. Okay. I'm seeing change for a woman. I'm seeing an independent woman at that. Okay. And then you were faced with some sort of crossroads situation where you like dealt with the snake, right? So there were some difficult choices that you had to make, right? It was like problems that came with a decision, right? That you had to make. Now with the clover energy and what is that? The cross, okay? I feel like you've been praying for a lot, okay? And for some of you guys, you've been praying for blessings, and for others of you, you've been praying for some positive ending, like for something to end on a positive note, right? With the locket here, which the locket in this deck is the heart, okay? It's really giving, or the locket in the fox, it's really giving like, I did say something about dishonesty, correct? So there could have been some sort of dishonest relationship or emotional dishonesty that took place, right? And there's some sort of information coming in regards to that, some sort of confirmation that's coming in, right? Some of you guys are realizing what type of job you're passionate about, right? because I'm seeing like a sign of passionate job as well. Now, when we go into like the whole situation in regards to like what was happening in the house dynamics, right? I'm gonna be honest with you with this whip energy. I'm not liking it. There was like arguments at a home. Okay. Now I don't know if this was at your home, but there was arguments at home. That's what I'm seeing, right? And I'm also seeing like for some of you guys, it could have been domestic violence. Now remember, domestic violence means anything that's happening in the home. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. So domestic violence means like arguing with your mother, arguing with your father, arguing with your sister, your brother, your cousin, whatever, your aunt, your uncle. There was like issues there, okay, and arguments at that home. So there was like a lot of issues happening all at once that now you're healing from with this star energy. All right. So your spiritual team is saying it's okay for you to try to heal past situations, but it's not okay for you to live in the past. It's not okay for you to romanticize the past. It's not okay for you to try to bring up the past or try to bring up past people into your current state when you're trying to do this transformation. That's what caused all this, the delays and setbacks for you. All right. You guys let me know how this reading resonated for you and which parts were like really, really like on point. The last angel number that you guys had was angel number 2121, and I will leave it like this. Peace.